Okay, let's take a look at Dennis on the left here, Masters thrower. He's set up in a South African position here, basically. So let's watch him go through this. He's trying to get over 30 meters. He was throwing 28, and this week he's down about 26 meters. So we're going to take a look and see what we need to do to get him back up where he wants to be. I've got a bunch of lines I've drawn on here. So let's go back through them. All right, so I'll just go through the arrows and lines that I've drawn as they come up here. All right, so here you can see the left foot slipping back. So you want to try to keep that foot solid by keeping the weight on top of it. Okay. Keep the weight on the toes. You don't want to slide that back. You want to set up a good left side axis to rotate around. All right. Right here, got the left knee facing down the throwing direction where you're going to end up finishing this way. And then what you'd end up doing is over rotating that left. You can see the left knee is now facing this way. Okay, you need to keep that left knee facing the arrow here, down this direction. Okay, don't over rotate it. All right, the red arrows here, you can see the knees are very close together. Okay, so what you want to do is have that right leg sweep out wider. I've drawn this yellow line here. Then you want your foot out facing and pointing this way. You see your foot is just going straight ahead with the toe. Okay, so you want to come in there sideways. Remember, we're kicking around the Christmas tree bottom here. Okay, all right. All right, so here we're looking at the left foot as it's come off. You're almost straight here, so this is going to rotate very slowly. What you want to do is at the knee, you want to bend that leg and get your shin horizontal up right here. Actually, if I put another line, you'll see where your foot would be. That would be right about here. Okay. So that'll rotate a lot quicker that way. Okay. What I'm looking at here is the right leg. Okay. Now you've got your foot way behind the knee. You want that your thigh here. You might want that knee up a little bit higher, but you want that thigh and then the foot to come right down below. So I put the foot on there. It'd be facing this way somewhere, getting ready to come down. But you can see your foot is way back here behind the knee. Okay. So you want that foot down. And if you watch that right foot, you're going to see it kick forward. Right there. See how it kicks forward? You don't want to end up kicking forward while you're trying to rotate it. Okay? If that foot was down here, where the yellow line is, and I've drawn that foot there, then it would come down and then just start rotating. Okay? Then this arrow here, you can see you've landed on the right and you've dropped the heel. So that foot stopped rotating. You can see the heel is down right there on the right. Okay, and it's still down right here as the left is trying to go around. So you need to keep that right foot turning as the left is coming around by keeping on the toes and turning, keeping your hip on top. You knee pushed out forward over the toes like you're doing there, but you need to keep it turning, keep the heel up off the ground. So here you lift the heel, then you start turning. You're using the momentum of that left leg to turn you around. That's fine. Okay, so here, like you already know from before, you're mentioning how close your feet are. So that right or that left leg should rotate. The thigh, the knee, the foot should rotate out and land over here somewhere. But instead, you're just letting it rotate. And right here, you start opening up and turn that knee out toward the throwing direction. Okay. And what happens here is your left leg should be bent here from the thigh to the knee, and then the foot should come straight down right here, the shin. straight down here, and the foot would be out this way. Instead, you've got that bend here between the knee and your shin. You've got that bend, so your knee is actually over the toe, and that's going to cause you to have almost a vertical block. You want that your thigh to be back behind. Okay, so you want that that shin here should be vertical, and then the thighs behind it, so you can push backward. Right now, it's going to mush out, and you're going to lose the block. Okay. And here you can see the angle of your body. It's leaning forward. Okay, and you actually want to have your body back, and that's again because of the left leg being bent this way with the knee over the toe rather than having the shin vertical and the thigh back, the hip back. See, when you extend now, you're just going to extend vertically. You're not going to push back with that left hip. Okay, and then here, the other lines I've got here is the line with your shoulders. You can see that the discus is pretty far back behind you. You don't want the discus that far behind you. It's almost a 90 degrees right here. Okay, there's the shoulders, there's the discus way behind you. Okay, and then as you come forward here, okay, now the shoulders and the discus are in line, so we've got good radius here. You should be releasing the discus within the next couple of frames. But what you do is you carry that discus forward. Your shoulders have completely stopped now. You need to keep rotating your shoulders, okay, and turning your head. And what happens is you lose a lot of that radius. The radius is determined right here. It's where you're going to have the most power at the release along this distance, okay? If I drew a line this way, that's where you're going to have your maximum radius, and you want to release it just after the disc gets past right here by rotating your shoulders. It should be out of your hands right about here, but what you're doing is still in your hands, and you're carrying it, and you don't release it till right there. Okay. So you're almost releasing it straight in front of you. Taking a look at the picture on the right here, Valerie Allman, you can see the discus is just now being released. You can see how it's a straight line from her midsection out to her arm, so she's got her maximum radius here. Your radius is basically this length of your shoulder if the discus is in front of you. So you're losing a lot of distance there. We'll go back a couple of frames with Valerie Allman here so you can see how she sets up for this. Okay, you can see back here the discus is not that far behind her shoulder. Okay. Then it comes up. She's pulling it all as one. The shoulders, the arm together. You see here, it's released. Maximum radius. And there, the next discus is out of her hand. You still see a straight line through her shoulders to the discus, the hand. Okay. So, brought up a lot of things. You got a nice flight. Wanted to note to you here in the air. You can see the discus as it comes down. Really nice flight. But a lot of things to work on. Start at the back, work your way to the front. And if you make any changes, want to have any questions, let me know. But send me another video if you make some changes, and we'll take a look at it. All right, thanks. Please share, subscribe. Thank you.